Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm a venturer.
And I'm Sam. I'm a scout. Scouts rule.
We'd like to tell you about the biggest revolution in the scouting program in more than 40 years. It's a youth program review, the YPR. This video explains the ideas so far, but we need your feedback.
We used to review scouting in a 15-year cycle, one section every 3 years. In the 1970s, we had the Design for Tomorrow. We totally smashed the old programs for Cubs, Scouts and Senior Scouts and came up with great new ideas for modern times. Senior Scouts became Venturers, Cubs jumped from the Leaping Wolf badge to Boomerang badges, and Scouts said goodbye to the Tenderfoot, Second Class and First Class badges, and started earning Pioneer, Explorer and Adventurer badges. My dad still has his Boomerang badges and the same Explorer badge and blue cord that I wear, and he's 48. The 1970s brought great changes for modern times, but those modern times were more than 40 years ago.
So once again, we're completely reviewing the whole program, just like they've done in Canada, Ireland and New Zealand. Change can be scary. Some people struggle with change, but this isn't change for the sake of change. That would be dumb. Changing the program has to be an improvement. That's what the YPR is aiming for.
Before we start, here's a content warning. You'll see logos and imagery, but this isn't final. These are just ideas. When we say Scouts, we mean Joeys through to Rovers. When we say unit, we mean any section like a mob, pack, troop, unit or crew. If we say patrol, we mean any small team of young people and we refer to adults as Scouters. These terms definitely aren't final, or they might be, that's up to you. When you've seen the videos and checked out the handbook, click on the survey link at the end of the video to have your say. So what were the burning issues that people are worried about? Retention. We recruit 20,000 new Scouts every year and lose nearly the same number. Since the 1970s, Australia's population has doubled, but Scout numbers have halved. Why? Competition. Life is way hectic. We all have way too many choices and Scouting is losing our share of the market. Societal change. Society has changed, but we haven't. Youth engagement. We want to have our say about our Scouting experience and what it'll look like. The great outdoors. We're supposed to be an outdoor organisation, but we don't always deliver this promise. Program delivery is sometimes inconsistent. I know that in the past I have missed the opportunity to do what some of my friends are doing in other groups.
Imagine if Scouting had a new image.
If our attention rate improved.
Youth members led their section programs.
Scouts were seen as the voice of youth in Australia.
Scouts of all ages were seen as community leaders.
And Scout halls were key components of communities.
It's time to share the concepts that have been developed to take Australian Scouting well into the 21st century.
First is the concept of one program. This is about ensuring Australian Scouting has one developmental program appropriate for all age sections, but still flexible enough for members to enter and exit at any time.
We asked people to tell us about Scouting, and they said it's adventurous, fun, challenging, and inclusive. The Scout method is the how of the Scout program, a common educational method across all sections.
There are 8 elements to the Scout method: community involvement, learning by doing, nature in the outdoors, the patrol system, personal progression, promise and law, symbolic framework, and youth leading, adult supporting.
There's more about the Scout method in the handbook.
Then there are the program objectives. The spices are the basis for these.
These are the milestones for youth members to work towards throughout their time in a section, and we break these objectives down further to form elements for our badges and our reward scheme. There are charts in the handbook which explains this further and in more detail. The program objectives have been built into the concept of the new program, but the objectives are met through a new concept called the challenge areas.
Challenge areas are how we write our programs within the new concept. The 4 challenge areas are outdoor, creative, personal, and community. Here's a table to show you how these ideas can inspire your program. You can pause the video to have a better look. The challenge areas are the same in all sections, but the activities undertaken within them will differ according to the youth members' interests and skills.
Now let's talk about the personal progression framework, the personal journey through Scouting.
And remember, if all this terminology is getting confusing, grab a coffee and have a look at the handbook.
The personal progression framework is like a journey across a mountain range. Each section of the scouting journey presents a new peak, each higher than the last. Of course, each scout's path to these peak awards will be different. The program essentials consist of participating, assisting, and leading in the 4 challenge areas we discussed earlier. There will be milestone badges to recognize and record a scout's progression through the program essentials during their time in the section. Let's go through these elements in more detail, but remember, we're still in the concept phase and much of this detail is yet to be worked out.
A critical part of the personal progression framework is outdoor adventure skills. There are 2 different groups of outdoor adventure skills. There are core elements, accessible to most, like camping, bushcraft, and bushwalking, and specialist areas like alpine, aquatics, cycling, paddling, boating, and vertical. Each skill area has 9 stages, and some areas may have multiple streams. For example, vertical includes abseiling, caving, canyoning, and rock climbing. These stages run across all sections. Some scouts will progress further ahead than their peers, while others will begin a new interest at a later point in their scouting journey.
In the outdoor adventure skills, scouts can teach and assess other youth members who are 2 or more stages lower than them, regardless of age. We call this 2 down. Mostly this means older youth members teaching younger ones, but a keen cyclist scout who is at stage 6 can teach a less experienced venturer going for their stage 4.
Special interest areas allow scouts to propose their own projects, pursue other interests, and try new things, similar to the current achievement and proficiency badges. This could be recognised community standard like a radio license or a certificate 2 in Ausland, or a more personalised challenge.
The current thinking is that there will be 6 broad areas, the same for all sections. Innovation and STEM, that's science, technology, engineering and mathematics, growth and development, creative arts and literature, creating a better world, sport and adventure, and environment.
Each of the 5 sections will also have a peak award. Although the details haven't been worked out yet, the peak award for each section will likely include program essentials, advancing some stages of outdoor adventure skills areas, completing some special interest badges, and may include leading adventurous journeys, completing a course, and reviewing personal progression.
Scouts will reflect on their own experiences and learning through the process called Plan, Do, Review. There's more about Plan, Do, Review on the YPR website.
The patrol system has always been one of the fundamentals of scouting and offers opportunities to develop teamwork, belonging, and leadership. The YPR proposes that the patrol system is used in all 5 sections and develops with the age of the sections. There are other new concepts in some sections too, like project patrols, co-leaders, and unit leaders. Read about this in the handbook and share your thoughts.
We haven't said much yet about the role of adults. So here's an adult.
In the future, just as now, adults will remain crucial to the success of scouting. Some of the specifics may change, but generally the role of adults is to facilitate an exciting and engaging section program and learning by doing. Ensure a safe environment for scouts to learn and develop. Support the scouts in teamwork and leadership development, and ensure scouts contribute to the program. Plan, Do, Review is a good tool to assist this. This diagram shows that scouts should have a variety of leadership opportunities throughout their entire journey. You can see that the 3rd section is the tipping point of adult and youth leadership. By the end of the section, scouts should be leading more than the adults. But adults still play an important role. There is adult support shown across all sections.
One of the most exciting things about the YPR proposal is summed up by one program, 5 sections. One consistent developmental journey. Age ranges and the characteristics of each section are described in more detail in the handbook. Check them out, there are some changes proposed.
There is also detail on the symbolic framework for each section. For example, the first section uses the theme of the Australian bush to stimulate imagination. In the second section, it's the jungle. This could be an urban jungle, a wilderness jungle, the Jungle Book, or an emotive or personal jungle. In the third section, we are exploring natural curiosity and boundary pushing merge to form the basis of our adventures. The fourth section will look wide and build on experiences so far. The fifth section is about global exploration and going beyond previous boundaries. So now we've explored the new program concepts. Here's a video to show how it works.
Alicia and I'm 7.
I'm Ryan, I'm 7.5.
And we're Scouts! The best part of Scouts is discovering new things.
And getting muddy.
I'm part of a small team. We work together to plan our activities. We make our own choices. I wanted to use a telescope to see the stars and planets. I led the planning and I'm really excited we're doing it next week. When we finish, we get to talk about what we liked and learnt as well. That's part of Plan, Do, Review.
I'm working on my outdoor adventure skills. My family goes kayaking heaps. I'm really good already and I'm up to paddling stage 2.
Sometimes we make it we're in the Australian bush. We have a journey map to help us plan our adventures. Different Australian animals help us learn new things along the way. We do heaps of stuff outdoors.
The older scouts have been in a few camps this year. They invited me to the next one. I'm really looking forward to it.
Hi, I'm Zaki and I'm 9.
I'm Emmy, and I'm nearly 10.
Emmy is the leader of my team, but this week I'm leading billy cart making. It's the first creative challenge I've led. I'm a bit nervous. There are 5 scouts in our team. Each one of us has led something this year.
We track our adventures in the jungle. We have a jungle map where we mark things off when we participate, assist, or lead different challenge areas. It's fun.
We're exploring in the city soon. When we go, we'll get to learn some things about Aboriginal people and meet a real artist. That's called a community challenge.
We talk about what we want to do and learn in scouting. This is like a personal reflection, because each of us has different goals and things we want to achieve. We use plan, do, review in lots of different ways. It's helping me work towards the Peak Award.
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm 13.
And I'm Sharon, and I'm 12. I really love sailing, and I did a lot of it in my last section, so I got all the way up to my Stage 5 in boating outdoor adventurous skills. I was just presented with Stage 6 by my PL. I'm helping my friends work on Stage 2. It's really cool showing them how to sail.
I'm having fun in the local game show. It's awesome. I love that I can be in the show, improve my skills, and then go to Scouts and try out a bunch of other new things. It's both a creative and personal challenge.
Sometimes groups of Scouts with similar interests form a patrol to do an activity or run it for everyone. I'm in a special patrol where once a month we go to a retirement village and help make food. It's a community challenge. And there's another Scout in my section who organised the camp for everyone in a cave 20 metres underground.
I've taken on some extra leadership roles to run things. We Scouts make decisions about how the section runs. We organise the program, and we check at different points that we're still achieving what we want to. Our program is adventurous thanks to Plan, Do, Review.
My name's Summer and I'm 16.
And I'm Leith, and I'm 17.
Our unit is made up of some pretty different types of people who like totally different things, but somehow it just works. Some people are really keen on rock climbing. With a couple of others, I'm helping to fundraise for our trip to Cambodia next year.
Some things we do as a whole unit, but other times we all meet on the same night but in different places. Choose your own adventure style. Mostly, it's about learning new skills for a major activity as a part of the program cycle.
A girl from the country came on our hike interstate. Next, we're surfing with some of the local rovers.
To help decide what we do, we have 4 challenge areas. They're the same in each section, but we all use them differently. It helps us to make sure our program's interesting and diverse, and we don't just repeat the same old stuff all the time. The adults help us when we get stuck by challenging us to solve our problems. Last week, me and my mates made the most awesome pioneering structure. It was at least 10 meters tall, had bits to climb on, swing off, and stuff that spun round and round. We'd spent weeks planning this as a team, which was almost as much fun as actually building it. We had 2 14-year-olds from the section below, and we got a 20-year-old to come help mentor us because she's at stage 8 of the Campcraft outdoor adventure skills. By the end of this, I should have my stage 6.
We've done quite a lot with the local rovers while I've been in this section, so I'm looking forward to when I can join in on even more of their adventures after I finished Year 12.
Hey, I'm Emily and I'm 20.
And I'm Jimmy and I'm 23.
Scouts is a bit different once you're an adult. There's a lot to do and things you used to do suddenly have a different meaning. I turned my interest in rock climbing into a qualification and now I work at an indoor rock climbing centre.
During the start of uni, a new friend invited me to Scouts. The first week I visited, we were at a cultural festival. They were also discussing an expedition they were planning for later in the year. It seemed pretty cool, and I've been going ever since. For me, scouting is an avenue to be myself and develop a greater sense of independence. I've made a heap of new friends and was even able to join a small team for their 10-day expedition trekking Papua New Guinea, followed by some community service. The trip covered all of the challenge areas, but the personal development really stood out.
I never knew I had the capacity to lead, but I'm learning more about different leadership styles and I'm leading a small team on a project at the moment. My next challenge will be achieving the Peak Award. Not everyone does this, but I feel like it will help me to continue to develop and push my boundaries.
We all love scouting.
Because the program is fun, challenging, adventurous and inclusive.
It's all about learning new skills in the outdoors with great friends. The outdoor adventure skills are fantastic.
And providing service to our community.
Yep, scouting is great.
So that's it. 1 program, 5 sections. A program concept that's adventurous, fun, challenging and inclusive, with details still to be worked out based on your feedback.
There is another short video you can explore about the symbols and traditions of scouting, and there's more in the handbook too.
We hope to launch the new program at the Jamboree in January 2019. Trialling and testing of the concept is about to happen now. So it's really important you check it out and have your say before it's too late.
If you're interested in your group being part of the trials, please contact your local YPR coordinator. Thanks for your time. Please remember to give us your feedback by following the survey link. Bye.